Welcome to Get Real with Eddie, where we delve deep into the world of real estate with your host, the designated managing broker of Exit Real Estate Specialist, Eddie Rudiger.
Good morning and welcome to Get Real with Eddie. Of course, here in studio from Exit Real Estate Specialist is myself and Nancy Valley. Nancy, how are you?
I am well, thanks. How are you?
I am doing great, and we have a guest.
Yes, we do.
We have Molly Babiak from the Rivers Association of Realtors. If I am correct, you are the educational.
I'm the director of education and events for Three Rivers.
That's what it was. I always forget what it is. Molly is the do everything, let's be honest.
She's the gatekeeper.
If it wasn't for Molly, I don't know what the association would do. But Molly has a big event coming up, an announcement for the public, really. So what do we got going on?
So I'm here to talk about our second annual Home Expo. It will be on Saturday, April 26th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. out at 1050 Northeast Front Road in Joel.
This is awesome. I know, and if I'm correct, Nancy is the chair.
Yes.
Because she got thrown under the bus as my vice chair last year.
Yes.
So, no, I didn't have that planned.
I got words for you, Eddie.
I know you do. Can't say those on the radio.
Nope.
So, we had last year a great turnout. There was probably 40 plus vendors, I want to say. This year we're looking at 50 plus breakout sessions. Last year we had it on, first-time home buyers, down payment assistance, just tons of information when it comes to your house and things along that nature. Mm-hmm. So I see some stuff that is a little different this year. So what are some of the things that are going to be added on or that's different? First off, the location I think is awesome, a lot easier to get to.
Yeah, so we were at the Renaissance Center last year, which we loved. It's a beautiful venue. We had a little difficulty with some of the parking downtown and things like that. So the committee decided that it was best to bring it back out a little bit closer to where Three Rivers is located. So it'll be, again, at 1050 Northeast Frontage Road in Joliet. One of the first things that we noticed when we went to look at that venue was the expansive parking lot. Lots of parking. Very easy to access the building. So we're super excited to be able to.
And the parking is free. You don't have to feed a meter.
That's right.
So that's always nice.
Yep, that's right.
So, all right.
Some of the things that we're focusing on this year, of course, it's all based about the home and first-time home buyers, or it could be people that already are in their homes, maybe modeling, things like that. So we want you to fall in love with your home. But more also along those lines, we are making it very family-friendly. We're going to have a kids area so that you're not necessarily going to just drop your kids off, but there are activities for your kids to do while they're at the home with you. We just got word that Home Depot is signing on, so they're going to have an area for kids to do some construction. It'll be lots of fun. And we're going to have some appearances by some princesses, co-ops, and things. We can have lots of things for the kids to be a part of.
I had a client telling me, have I taken my son to Home Depot on Saturday? Because they do these kids builds on Saturday mornings. Yeah. And they were raving about these kids builds, that everything they put into it and everything that they do, it's just amazing, crazy, the whole 9 yards. So that's kind of huge to have Home Depot coming out and doing some of their builds, the projects on site.
Right.
That's pretty amazing. What's the Lighthouse Kids Playroom?
So that is a new business, I believe, down in the Coal City area. Kirsten Pasteris, who is another realtor, owns that business, and she is bringing that with her to help us entertain the kids while they're out.
Okay, very, very cool. So that's, and then we're still going to have, you're looking around 50 home vendors this year.
Yes.
So that's huge.
Yeah, all different kinds.
Yeah, so everything from realtors, lenders, home remodelers, basement systems, landscapers, like anything that you can think of. That's what
painters,
all
kinds of people.
That's a big aspect to getting your foot started, because what's the first thing we say you got to do is put your team together.
Yes.
We talk about it all the time on air, put your team together. Here is your chance to go out and interview multiple people one day to get your team put together. I mean, so that's a lot going on all in one day. So Saturday, April 26th, 9 a.m. doors open, going all the way to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So a pretty big day. Where's Easter? Easter's not too far around there. Is that before or after?
It's after.
Right after Easter.
Yeah. Well, this is the 26th is the last weekend.
I think it's the weekend right after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me check.
So it'll be after.
It is, because Easter
Yeah.
Sunday is on the 20th, so it's the
Weekend
it's
after.
the weekend after. That's the last weekend in April. So
Yeah.
really kind of getting you up and going when it comes to buying your home. Anything else going on with the association? This is pretty big, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's always lots of things going on at the association. We just did our YPN birthday bash last week. We have caught me off guard, Eddie. I wasn't thinking about the association. Well, we did just we're getting ready for our installation this fall, and we are going to be at the Rio, which is awesome. We also have our annual golf outing in that will be in Shanahan. So yeah, there's always lots of great things going on. We've got a speaker series, all kinds of good things coming up. But I'm so excited. The Home Expo this year, we're also bringing in some food vendors. So Savino's Pizza has us this year, and Puerto Escondido will be there, as well as Canyon. So we've got a little bit of everything. You know, people can come out and enjoy the day, or enjoy part of the day, and just make some friends. Enjoy the day.
Yeah. Ask questions. No.
Awesome.
Get some ideas. That's what it's about.
Awesome. Yeah, no, come out April 26th, 9 a.m. to 4 o'clock. If you need more information, you can contact Molly at 815-744-4520 or go to 3rivershomeexpo.com. That's 3rivershomeexpo.com or Molly at 815-744-4520. Molly, thanks for stopping in.
Thanks, Eddie. Can I add one more thing?
Absolutely.
So I have to say thank you to our sponsor, Midland States Bank. Cornell over at Midland has been awesome to work with, and they're back our sponsor last year, and they're again our event sponsor.
Yeah, they were huge last year. They were huge.
And they're so supportive of us.
Yeah, it really makes it possible to put these events on for the public. And more importantly, this is a free event for the public.
Right.
You get to come out, and you're not paying anything to get into this Home Expo. Where there's a lot out there, they charge you to get in the door.
Oh, yeah. This is absolutely free.
Free Home Expo, free parking. You're going to have to pay for your pizza, but
Yeah, you have to pay for pizza. But the kids can come in and use, the kids' activities and free photo ops, that kind of thing, and just walking through the booths and talking to people and getting some ideas. And there's a wealth of information that's going to be there. All kinds.
There you go. All right, so April 26th, 9 a.m. at 1050 Northeast Frontage Road in Joliet.
That's Countryside Banquets and Convention Center.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
Yep.
All right, check it out. Check it out on April 26th. Molly, thanks again for stopping in.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
All right.
So I want to talk about how to buy a home without waiting for the lower rates. Because, I mean, let's be honest, there's a lot of people out there waiting.
Yeah.
I mean, and when the rates are going to drop, how much they're going to drop, who knows?
Yeah, we have no clue.
You don't. So, I mean, looking at how much the rates are going to drop, you've got predictions that are coming in from Fannie and Freddie talking about, all right, so Fannie Mae, Mortgage Bankers Association, Wells Fargo, they all have it around 7%, and by the fourth quarter, they're talking 6.5%. So they're not looking at a huge rate drop.
Yeah. Yeah. The market's all over the place. GDP was down, that kind of thing. So I'm big picture what they're going to do and what the 10 years going to do.
Well, the
more
10-year
important.
yesterday was down. I didn't see it yesterday. I didn't see it till last week.
I was going to say, last week we were talking about it.
Last week we talked about it. I think I don't know if we talked about it on here, but
No, you and I were talking about it
yeah,
last
it was
week.
like 4.12. So it moved down. I haven't seen it in a
Which
week.
would be 6 if things were normal.
Yeah, if we had a 2% gap. I mean, so like, getting into the options. So one way to get in on a lower rate is mortgage buy downs.
Yes.
You can
buy it down.
buy down your rate, which is basically prepaying your interest. And in some cases, you can save money doing it.
Yes. And it would be something to go when you're speaking to a lender. That's the kind of stuff you talk about.
Yeah. You have a good conversation about buying down that rate and seeing if it'll make a difference or not. Does it save you any money to buy down or not?
Yeah. How much cash you have on hand. There are a lot of factors that go into buying down that rate, but it's an option.
Yeah. The other option is looking at, I'm going to say the dirty word,
Go ahead.
an ARM,
Yes.
an adjustable rate mortgage. Now, I understand there was a lot of people that were in adjustable rate mortgages in the early 2000s
Mm-hmm.
that really got hammered.
Yep.
So, but I got to be honest, I have an adjustable rate mortgage on my rental property. It actually has always been lower than what I could refinance it for. I've always come out ahead with it.
Yeah.
It's the weirdest thing. I've never been upside down market-wise where, I should refinance this. So,
Well, and know that you can refinance that ARM. Just because you're in one doesn't mean you can't refinance it.
yeah, what happened in '08, the problem was a lot of people lost their jobs and then couldn't refinance.
Yeah.
Can't get a loan if you ain't got a job. Lance Lambert, co-founder of Reese Club, helps drives this point home, saying, ARM products today are different from many of the products issued in the mid-2000s. Before 2008, lenders offered approved ARMs based on a borrower's ability to pay the initial lower interest rate, and sometimes they didn't even check that. Today, adjustable rate borrowers qualify based on their ability to cover a higher monthly payment, not just the initial lower monthly payment.
Which is a good point to make.
That is a good point. Yeah. So, the third option, I'm not seeing a lot of people take advantage of this yet.
I'm surprised. Honestly, I'm surprised.
The third option is an adjustable rate or an assumed mortgage. So you're assuming the purchase, the original lender or borrower's mortgage. So let's say they're with Bank ABC, and Bank ABC, they have a $150,000 left on their loan at 3%, and their house is selling for $350,000. You take over the $150,000 at 3%,
Yep.
and then the balance of the $200,000 you get a bridge loan for, and you go that route. Now, there's very hard to find those bridge loans.
They are getting more
Common. There's some out there. You just got to really dig and look for them. But yeah, I'm surprised that's not a bigger action. A lot of times they do want 20% down on that second loan, so you can't do 100% financing. So on a $300,000 property, you're probably coming in $60,000, $70,000.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that assumable mortgage, that first mortgage, $150,000 at 3%, saves you
money.
a lot of money, and can get you into buying a property at a really good rate.
Yeah.
I'm shocked we're not seeing more. I mean, when I take a listing, it's one of the first questions I ask. We talk about what kind of loan they have.
Yeah. Is it assumable? What kind of loan you have? What's your interest rate? Yeah, it helps so much.
Yeah. One of the other things too is, because we did the number show last week, and we were noticing trends. And the market, we noticed it's shifting. There's no doubt that it's shifting.
Yes.
All right. We're seeing it throughout the country. You sent me an article. I didn't bring it like 2 weeks ago. We should talk about it on the air. Like 9 states were in correction territory on
Yes.
inventory levels.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you're seeing it a lot of other places. Whether we get into that area or we just go back to a normal market, that's going to be the question. But the market's shifting.
Yes.
So you need to be conscious of that shift or now. And you need to start making your offers consistently with that market shift in mind.
Well, and when you're listing, you need to list with that in mind as well.
Well, and the other aspect is when you're listing the house, I mean, honestly, are you willing to offer concessions?
Yes, you really need to think about it's not the 2021 market.
National Association of Realtors explains, as home inventory begins to grow and buyers regain some advantage in the market, sellers may consider offering more in negotiations to make the deal more attractive and get it closed. It's
Yeah.
that simple. Get it closed.
Yeah. And this is, you're not selling your home if you're refusing to negotiate on anything. You're going to be sitting there with your home.
Yep. So what are some concessions? Covering closing costs. Seller pays for part of the buyer's closing costs, like appraisal fees, title insurance, or loan fees. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Price adjustments. Instead of making repairs, a seller might lower the purchase price to make up for the updates the buyer will need to tackle.
Yeah, if you have carpet that has seen its better days,
Yeah.
and you know that carpet needs to be replaced, then give a credit for that carpet.
Yeah. Add a home warranty. So adding a home warranty could make a big, big difference
Yes.
because it could give them peace of mind for the first year if any repairs pop up.
A home warranty is a great tool to have and to use.
So, professor of finance and economics at City University of New York Queens College told Mortgage Reports, all right,
Dennis Shirshkakov?
Dennis Shishkakov, yes, pricing homes realistically and being willing to offer concessions such as covering a portion of closing costs or including upgrades will be key to closing deals in a less frenzied market. Time to start making the deals, folks.
Yeah. Deals are,
Time to start making the deals.
yeah, you can't, again, this is not the same market. It's not 2021 anymore.
Nope. And I get it. Our market times are still holding pretty strong, but we're seeing increases in inventories everywhere.
Yep.
And unless these rates really come down, which no one thinks they're going to come down fast, they're going to come down slow. We need to be willing to negotiate.
If you want to sell your home,
Yep.
if you are in a big hurry and you want to wait for your price, cool. But just know that it might be years.
Could be, depending on where you price it at.
Yeah.
I mean, you could be the one that's, oh, well, I'm the highest priced one. I just need the other one to sell, and then I'm it. Well, the problem is everybody else keeps coming on the market right under you, right under you, right under you,
Yeah.
right under you.
So
So
they're
you're
gonna
always second place.
Yep. You're always going to get looked at last.
Yep.
That's not where you want to be if you truly want to sell.
I completely agree. It's not where you want to be if you truly want to sell. So it's a huge aspect of it. With that, should you update the house? I think you should.
I should absolutely. Buyers are spending more than ever their affordability is just, houses aren't as affordable. So they're taking their last dollar in order to purchase the house. They're not going to be able to do upkeeps changes and a lot of stuff. If you want your house to sell and you want top dollar, get it ready to go. Turnkey is ultimate. Do what you can to get it there.
We talked about these a couple weeks ago, and I want to go back over them again.
Yes.
Those projects that really get you that return on investment.
Yes, not everything. And this is something to discuss with your realtor too, is what's going to get you, what do you really need to do? And to make it really sell, and what are you going to get your money back out of? Not everything is created equal. Can you make that Nancy size?
If I can.
There. Hello. I can see that. Thank you.
Number 1 on the list.
Which blows me away.
Why?
I don't know why.
Oh my! It's the first thing you see. It's curb appeal.
Yeah, but oh my God. Okay.
How many times have you rolled up and seen a garage door that's like got a chunk of metal bent on it, or missing, or it's all rusty looking, and the house you're like, oh, it's going to be one of those showings.
Yeah.
If the garage door,
but it's return is 194% of investment.
Because it's not as expensive and as hard to replace a garage door as people think it is.
True.
And that's the reason why. It's a couple $100 maybe 1,000 if you really got to go all out on everything.
Well, I gotta have frou-frou doors. I'm taking this home to show my husband.
So
I want frou-frou doors.
Garage door replacement is 194% return on investment.
That's crazy.
Steel door replacement, 188%.
So like your front door.
Correct. So, or it could be the door between the garage and the house.
True.
So
any door in and out of the house.
Exterior door.
Yes.
Is what I would say. Installing manufacturing stone veneer, 153% return. Upgrading entrance, upscale to fiberglass entrance, 97%. Minor kitchen remodel, 96%. Siding replacement, 88% if you went to a fiber cement siding, which that's what I want to do.
Go to fiber cement.
I want to do a fiber cement. I don't want to do a vinyl. We've got wood. So, a deck addition, siding additions, all huge in getting that aspect and return back on your money. These are the repairs you should be focusing on. All right? Your bedrooms, your bathrooms, your kitchens, and your entryways.
Yep.
These are the things that catch their attention.
And
the rest is cleaning.
And if you do have a deck, make sure it's safe. Okay, it doesn't have to be all redone and everything, but you know what? Make it safe, and get the chip paint off, that kind of thing. Power washed is nice. It's amazing what a power wash on your siding, on your deck, on your front steps. Power wash. Now we're coming into spring. It's a good time to do it.
So I got no numbers for today because we did all the big number show last week. So when we get back after the break, I do want to talk about investors and are they actually buying up all the houses? So keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when lions serve, life improves, and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Shanahan Bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
And get real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Are you ready to make your next move in real estate? Look no further than Exit Real Estate Specialists, your innovative leader in the industry. At Exit, we're not just about transactions. We're about building relationships and fulfilling dreams. Step into a community of empathetic, well-trained professionals dedicated to your success. Our Exit Real Estate professionals are more than just agents. They're your trusted advisors and allies in the journey of buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Whether you're selling your home or searching for your next investment, trust Exit to provide an excellent experience from start to finish. Our commitment to putting people first means you receive personalized attention and support, ensuring your real estate goals are met with success. Call us today at 815-823-5478 or visit exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Exit Real Estate Specialists, exceeding your expectations every step of the way.
Stocks may succeed, stocks may fail. Real estate is always there. It's Get Real with Eddie.
All right, this keeps coming back up. Are these big mega investors buying up all the real estate and racking up all the rental prices? I know there's been some markets where they've gone in and bought a whole neighborhood.
Yes.
I know there's some markets where there's been some concern because they have a certain percentage of the number of rentals in a market, so they've been deemed a monopoly.
Mm-hmm.
But still, those are very, very specialized, unique situations.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a general issue. It's more of a localized issue.
Yes. Mortgage Report explains, on average, small investors account for around 18% of the market, while mega investors represent only 1% of the market. Most real estate investors are mom and pop investors who own just a few properties, not large corporations buying up entire neighborhoods.
Not to say they haven't done it, because they have.
No, they have.
But it's very few and far between.
Yes, very few and far between. So, according to John Burns Research and Consulting, at their all-time peak in Q2 of 2022, institutional investors, those owning 1,000 or more single families, only made up 2.4% of home sales. And that number has only come down since then. By Q3 of 2024, they have only make up 0.3%.
And I would argue that investors in general, it's hard for investors, flippers, not just those looking for rentals, but flippers, everybody. It's a harder sell.
But look at this. This is all Q3 numbers. This goes all the way back to 2018. Institutional investors are buying up fewer homes. So in 2018,
the deals are not there.
Yeah, it was 0.7% in 18. This is all Q3. 0.8%. 0.4 in 2021. It jumped to 2.2. Well, that was because of the interest rates.
Yeah, exactly. It was a better deal.
It was the interest rates. Then it went down to 1.7, 0.5, 0.3 in 2024. So this idea that it's these big, huge conglomerate companies coming in and buying everything up, and here's the problem. a lot of these big companies bought these on jumbos. That's a 5-year note. So all that was bought in 2021
Yeah.
is
Next
going
year?
to be looking to be refinanced in 2026 or sold off.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that could really make a difference in the market.
And you know what? Good point. Because we'll see what happens in the market in 2026.
Yeah.
Those jumbos.
Yeah. You might see people starting to look to peel off and sell them now and not wait till 2026. You might see some of these large investors going, yeah, we're going to go ahead and liquidate this one. Because you've got to keep in mind, they're getting close to that 1 year. And with that being said, they got to turn around and adjust because of contracts and leases on what they're going to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it makes a big, huge difference.
It's big. It's going to be a big difference. So it'll be interesting to see how many more homes come to market. You know, I'll be interested to see. But as far as these institutions are not doing mega buys, it's the interest rates. It's not a good deal for them either.
It's the interest rates. I agree. They're not moving on buying any of this stuff because the rates are high.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, for them the rates are even higher because they're not owner occupied. So they don't get a 7%. They're getting an 8 or a 9.
Right. And they have to turn it around for a profit. Whereas your own profit in your own piggy bank, they have to turn around and make something out of it, or what's the point of buying it? So yeah, that's gotten even less.
Yeah, it's really, really shocking when I'm looking at all of the information and all of the data out there. Everybody wants to find the boogeyman, find the bad guy. And so it's got to be the landlords. It's got to be the landlords. It's not the landlords. If we didn't have the landlords, we would have a housing crisis beyond what you can imagine.
You've never seen.
I mean, it would be horrible because you couldn't, if we didn't have landlords buying up and providing housing at the prices they're providing them, you would have people not being able to buy a house, and we would have a huge issue.
You wouldn't have rentals. That means you would have a lot more homeless people.
Yeah.
Where are they going to go?
Yeah.
Because not everybody can afford a house.
Not everybody can live with mom and dad.
Yeah. So then what?
Yeah. What are you going to say? Well, go live with your parents. That
okay,
doesn't work.
my wife, my 3 kids, my 2 dogs, and a cat, we're all going to go live with mom and dad. It's not.
And that's only if you. What if that's if you're the only child?
Exactly.
I have siblings. Don't get me wrong. My son would think it's the greatest thing in the world, probably, to live with his cousins. He'd have a field day.
Yeah.
I don't think my sister would. I know my wife wouldn't. And my wife likes that sibling. A lot.
Yeah, and let's say your mom would just pull her hair out with all y'all back home again. Just putting that out there.
I don't know. I think my mother would actually enjoy it.
For about 5 minutes.
Probably, yeah. I give her 48 hours.
Oh, okay.
After 48 hours,
Then she'd
be, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're definitely stuck in their routines and their ways.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
your
everybody
mom.
is.
I mean, it's,
So am I.
so am I. That's what I mean. It's like, I love my children. Do I want to live with them every day?
I love them at a distance.
Exactly.
I'm not there yet.
I love them all.
Mine's too young. He's still in grade school, so we're not there anywhere near that.
Yeah.
I mean, but no, they keep looking for the bad guy, the boogeyman.
And there was a lot of cash. Let's face it. In 2021,
There still is.
2020, there was a ton of cash. So people like, oh, it must be investors. It must be investors. Because why else would there's cash? But you have to look at how much people were hanging onto their houses, forced to, back in the aughts. So 10 years down the road, they had at least 50% equity.
It was the boomers. All
these darn boomers with all this cash pent up in their homes that they were selling.
The average person.
Darn boomers.
It was boomers and it was Gen X. The average person that was buying last year was like over the age of 50.
Yeah.
And that's not all boomers. That's a lot of Gen X.
No, that's
too.
a lot of Gen X.
I mean, but and a lot of them had their house for 10 years or more.
Yeah.
So they just came in and they were making moves. So they were able to put in, all right, 40% down, 50% down, 100% down.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
Some people did buy when they were young. I look at my one client who bought the condo at 18.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably sitting on 50, 60 grand of equity right now.
And let's face it, boomers, you bought a house. You were able to buy a house when you were 20, 22 years old. You could swing it.
Yeah.
Affordability was totally different. So now that you're 60, your house is paid off. 50s and 60s, your house is paid off. Done.
Yeah. I mean, it makes a huge, huge difference. It really does. That because you can come in now as a powerhouse. I'm buying, and here's my cash.
Yeah, exactly.
So it just.
And who's not going to take a offer with 50% down, 80% down, all cash?
If it's a fair market value, yeah.
Right.
If you're coming in 20 or 30,000 under market value, because we've seen that.
People think they can lowball because of cash.
Well, it's cash. Well, I
No.
understand that, but you're 30 grand under market price.
Right, exactly. And my client needs that 30 grand.
Yeah.
So your cash can, because in the end, they're getting the check for their full amount. And
Yeah.
I think that's what partly some cash buyers has to say, well, it's all cash. Well, okay,
But you're still like way under market value.
yeah, I'll take my chances with the loan.
I can
Thanks.
see if it's a $5,000 difference.
Sure.
All right, I might take 5,000 less to go cash. But
Yeah, just to get done, to close in 2 weeks, to all the things that you can do with cash.
Yes, and you don't have to worry about appraisal. You don't have to deal with
Right.
all that issues. But once you go over 5 grand, at 10 grand, I think people are like, wait a minute, hold on a second. You want me to give up $10,000 just because you have cash? Sellers don't.
Well, and getting a loan is not what it used to. I mean, getting a loan, you're vetted.
Yes.
So the chances of you going through
Are high.
are very high.
Yeah,
Not 100%, but are very high.
Yeah, it's a lot more stable of a buyer.
So I'm going to risk that 10 grand.
Yes. You take the risk for $10,000.
Sure.
But what's your true risk? Your true risk isn't that you're losing the deal. The true risk is, I'm going back to market. Doesn't mean you're not going to pick up another buyer.
Right.
See, that's the thing that I think
It's
is
just
missed.
time.
Yes, time is the thing.
And a couple of thousand, because you figure you have to pay bills and all that in the interim. But I'm going to turn down 10 grand for a possible maybe couple of grand, sell at worst, or incurring a couple of thousand at a worst case scenario. I'll take the chance. Thanks.
I will too. All right, let's take a quick break. When we get back for the break, the return to urban living, why more people are moving back to cities. Keep it here with Get Real with Eddie.
It's Eddie Rudiger from Exit Real Estate Specialists. And Get Real with Eddie. I want to bring to your attention the Herbert Trackman Planetarium at Joliet Junior College. My son loves this. They offer free shows on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. It's perfect for stargazers. The show provides excellent astronomical instruction and entertainment for no charge. That's right, it is free on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 6 p.m. The planetarium features a 30-foot diameter dome, a new OmniStar digital planetarium projector. During the shows, you can enjoy sky tours using the projector and PowerPoint presentations covering a wide range of astronomical topics. For more information, please visit jjc.edu/planetarium. And for you educators out there, they are open for field trip bookings. So go to jjc.edu/planetarium.
Welcome to the Lions Club. Being a lion means knowing that kindness matters. We believe in changing the world by serving the needs of our local communities. More than 1.4 million lions around the world are responding to local and global challenges with kindness and care. Come volunteer with us. Your Lions journey starts here. The Crest Hill Lions Club invites you to reach out to your local Lions Club to learn about how you can be a part of a community and bringing passionate, kind-hearted people together to serve local needs. They build relationships that lead to opportunities. In short, when lions serve, life improves, and the community grows. Grow with us. The Crest Hill Lions Club would also like to thank our sponsors who help with our yearly events, such as the car show and picnic at St. Joe's Park, and those who attend and support our Easter egg hunts, Shanahan Bingo, and many more events. The Crest Hill Lions Club meets the first and third Thursdays at 6:30 p.m. For more information on being a lion, go to lionsclub.org to start your journey today. That's lionsclub.org.
Are you ready to make your next move in real estate? Look no further than Exit Real Estate Specialists, your innovative leader in the industry. At Exit, we're not just about transactions. We're about building relationships and fulfilling dreams. Step into a community of empathetic, well-trained professionals dedicated to your success. Our Exit Real Estate professionals are more than just agents. They're your trusted advisors and allies in the journey of buying, selling, or investing in real estate. Whether you're selling your home or searching for your next investment, trust Exit to provide an excellent experience from start to finish. Our commitment to putting people first means you receive personalized attention and support, ensuring your real estate goals are met with success. Call us today at 815-823-5478 or visit exitrealestatespecialist.com to learn more. Exit Real Estate Specialists, exceeding your expectations every step of the way.
The face for radio, the heart for real estate. It's Get Real with Eddie.
I was shocked when I saw this.
Really?
I'm not seeing it. Are you seeing this?
A little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit.
Okay. So this article is talking about that there is a move back towards cities. So according to the National Association of Realtors, the percentage of people moving to cities has risen to 16%. Well, that might not sound like a big number to you. It's the highest level in a decade. So it's only, let's go back to 19, because we always like using 19 as a break buffer. So net percentage of homes purchased that were in urban central city area, 13%. 2024, it was 16%. So it's a 3% increase.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really only about a 3% increase over 2019. 2022 was at all-time low. It was 10%, which makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Because that was COVID year.
Oh, yeah, we're just coming out of COVID. Things were
I don't even think we were out of
crazy.
COVID. We were still in COVID. You still had lockdowns and shutdowns and all kinds
in 2022. Well, we were coming out of all that.
You still had a lot of shutdowns going on in the first half of 2022.
Okay.
So that paused everything.
But again, we were coming out of it. Second half of 2022.
Because remember, it was March 2021.
March 2020 is when everything got shut down.
Was it March? It was March. Was it March 2020?
2020.
Okay.
Yeah. March 2020. March 2020, or by March 2021, it was still chaos.
Yeah, that's right. Why was I thinking 2021?
2022, we were still seeing residual effects.
Yeah. So now
shortages, that kind of stuff.
You're seeing that 2023, you saw a slight tick back up to 14% of purchases. I wonder if this has to do with supply and demand, though.
I think it's supply and demand because people left the cities and prices went down. So now it's a better deal to go back in.
I think, well, you're seeing some pricing turn. Yeah, there's no doubt. So 1 in 5. All right, data from Bright MLS seems to confirm this trend. 1 in 5, 20.6% people looking to say they want to live in the city. So I think I wish they had this broken down to on generational. 'Cause that would
Yeah,
be
I was
very-
going to say.
yeah,
It's a lot easier to live in the city when you're young.
Mm-hmm.
As a former city dweller.
Yeah. So, and here's the reasons why. The vibrant culture. There's always something to do.
Oh, yeah.
Always somewhere to go. Always something going on. So,
I loved living in the city.
being close to work. I mean, remote work's still a thing, but there's a lot of companies now pushing hybrid schedules. You have to be in the office so many days a week.
Yeah.
So they're pushing that aspect to...
It's coming back.
It's coming back. So that's making a huge... I think that's a huge part of why you're seeing that number up, is that demand to be in the office, you know, part-time, or even in some cases, there's companies that are saying, no, we're full-time in office. We are not hybrid at all. So
Yeah, there's a few.
easy access to everything you want or need. Let's be honest. There's public transportation, taxis, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
You got
And you
museums, everything.
Food and museums and healthcare and
Food.
food
And food.
and
My-
then food.
And my favorite thing, food. I like food.
You didn't have breakfast this morning, did you?
I didn't. I was in a hurry to get the kid to school and get here, and
And now you need food.
food. Could use food. So yeah, I can see a lot of that. According to data from the Federal Housing Finance Agency, home values have gone up by 57.4% in the last 5 years alone. So you're seeing home prices kind of dictating, you know,
Yeah.
some of these aspects. You know, how can I afford a mortgage to move back into the heart of things, you know, with rates where they're at, things like that. Sometimes, believe it or not, you can find cheaper city dwellings because you're getting a smaller place.
Well, and not only that, but since you have convenience things, you can go without a car
This is
or
true.
go with a smaller vehicle. You're not, you know, maybe just a little, you know, buzz around because you're walking.
There's
You're
a-
within walking distance to
A
things.
lot of people in the city that don't have cars,
Oh, yeah.
just because by the time you get done for
My
your
ex-husband
parking-
never owned a car until we moved out to the suburbs.
Yeah.
He didn't need one.
No, because you're either taking a taxi or you're taking the bus or you're taking whatever.
Yeah, train, the L.
or you're walking.
Yeah, or you're walking
Or
places.
you're walking.
Yeah.
I mean, let's be honest. So many people just walk.
Yeah,
I mean, 'cause-
everything you need is within walking distance.
Usually within 2 blocks.
Yeah,
I mean, it's 2 blocks. So very seldom. Only it's like a weekend where you're okay. Let's take a cab because maybe you're going up to another part of another side of
Yeah.
the city.
people don't even take cabs anymore. They Uber.
They Uber.
But
So-
that's the thing is you can cut costs. Have just a little dink car if you need just to have something, but then you have to pay parking too.
Mm-hmm.
So for that, so it's easier just to not have a car. Well, if you don't have a car, you don't have a car payment. It means you could afford more house. So yeah, there's that, and food.
And food. You know, it's. I wish I went during the Great Recession. I still to this day remember in the West Loop there was a studio for $30,000. I wish I would have bought it.
I'm telling you right now, it went through I wanted to buy one because my daughter-in-law used to live in West Loop,
Yeah.
and her building had a couple of places. Oh, but her former building, because she and my son
Mm-hmm.
own in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Anyway, and I loved her building, and it was just the view and everything, and it was so cheap, and I wanted to get one, and now it's back to, you know,
Yeah.
West Loop prices, but
It really, because I mean, there's so many times we go into the city and you don't really want to drive home. 'Cause
Right.
that's a good hour drive.
yeah,
And if you had your own place, you know, you'd spend more time up there. Because we go up there all the time. Granted, we go to the tourist trap because of the kid. We're at Navy Pier. We're always going to Navy Pier.
Well, but there's the museum campus, and
Go there
there's
a lot too.
and just the parks and
Yep.
Pritzker Pavilion and all the music concerts and everything that's just free concerts.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I could kick myself now because
I
we
know.
didn't go ahead and do
That-
it,
and
and
that
we
one-
could have gone in with my son, and we could have,
It wasn't,
split
and it
it.
wasn't in West Loop. It was right at Michigan and Wacker. I remember where it was roughly. It was on Michigan and Wacker. So
oh
right
yeah,
on
you're
Michigan.
right in the heart.
Yeah. So I mean, it was, and like I said, it was a studio.
Yeah,
And it's just I didn't have the capital at the time to do it.
yeah.
I mean, because we had the recession and everything else going on. Just did not have the capital. So it was insane. It was
Well,
completely crazy.
we it was just like trying to figure out how to navigate the whole COVID thing and what we were gonna, yeah.
So.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
This is so true. If I had a dollar, what Jimmy Buffett used to sing, he's got one of his songs, made $1 million, but I threw it all away. It's not the words he used, but
Yeah, basically.
but
yeah.
basically, yeah. So made enough money to buy Miami. That's what it is. But I just threw it all away. We'll use that word.
Look at how much we do that. We spend money, and you go, "What did I do with all?"
Where did it go? Wait, I swear to God, where did the money go?
Considering tax time is right here, right now, and going through things, and you're going,
That's where the money went. Why did I do that?
yeah. Where did my money go?
All right, well, that wraps it up for Get Real with Eddie. Don't forget, check us out online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at getrealwitheddie.com. Tons of information, tons of data. Don't forget, you can like, subscribe, and join our podcast there.
And come see us at the Home Expo.
Yeah, the Home Expo is coming up. Come see us.
Come
on
see
April
us.
26th.
We'll be there.
Yes, we will be there. So
We'll be there.
definitely check us out. GetRealWithEddie.com, talking about your largest investment, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, your home.
Thanks for listening. Eddie Rudiger is the designated managing broker and owner of Exit Real Estate Specialists, located at 2750 Caton Farm Road, Joliet. License number 481014247. For questions, call Eddie at 815-823-5478.